Dear Jim, my beef is with idiots who put their broken down crap at the curb with a free sign. Nobody wants your love seat stained with who knows what, even for free. Michelle in Denver. Hey, Rome, my beef is with string cheese guy. Unless you're 6 years old, eat your whack ass stick of cheese.
That's whack.
Like a normal adult, so I don't have to watch you play with your food while I'm trying to work. Todd, no longer in Hermosa Beach. Jim, I have a beef with Matthew McConaughey. First, he steals your look. Second, he is such a fraud. He was bald 30 years ago in Dazed and Confused. He claims he hasn't had any work done on his lettuce and insists that his hair magically grew back from some snake oil and magic potion that he had been taking.
I know there's something in that lettuce.
Jim in Temecula. That's long been a conversation in Hollywood, hasn't it? Hey, Van Smack, my beef is with super bad breath guy. Why isn't this guy aware that his mouth vapor could stop a charging rhino? Your oral flamethrower is disrupting our daily lives. Do you not realize that your daily routine of not brushing your teeth, combined with copious consumption of coffee, Cheetos, and apparently turd sandwiches, are not appealing to the rest of us? War the use of mouthwash. Vaughn in Knoxville. Ouch, but that's strong. My beef. The tool in the airport who seems baffled that he has to remove his belt and shoes while going through security. This has been a thing for over 20 years. Act like you've been here before, or take the fish hooks out of your pockets and pony up for TSA pre-check. Vince in Fresno. Romy, my beef is with large parties in a restaurant. Just because you're at a large table does not mean you yell across it while your kids chase each other around the restaurant. Rent a private room if you're going to act like a fool. I'm trying to enjoy my margarita. Amber. War Lady Clones. Rome, my beef is with basketball players whose team is down 20 with 3 minutes left, taking the ball out after an opponent's basket, and then rolling the ball down the court, as if saving 3 seconds may make a difference in the outcome. Come on. Kevin in Denver, that's true.
Come on.
This says, my beef is with who proofreads the emails, because anytime I challenge you, Rome, on a bad take, I hear nothing of the sort from me or anyone else for that matter. Signed, Justin. Not in market, but on topic. Two things, Justin. First of all, I don't have bad takes. I have takes that you clearly are not bright enough to understand. But I don't have bad takes. Number two, the reason your crap isn't read is because nobody understands your crap, whoever you are. If you made it better, it would get on air. You're not getting on air because you don't agree with me. You're not getting on the air because you write and say things like, I hear nothing of the sort from me or anyone else for that matter. I don't want to decode that. I don't want to try to make sense of that. That's why you're not getting on the air. Justin, whoever you are. What I'm saying, Justin, is it's not me, it's you. Tim from Appleton writes, Rome, I have a beef with my senior citizen neighbors who mow their yards 3 times per week. You are not a groundskeeper. You do not live on a putting green. Get a life, lawn psychos. I don't know, bro. They're retired. They've got nothing else to do. They take pride in their property. I don't have an issue with that. All right, this is graphic in nature. Before I read this, I want you to know this is graphic in nature. If you find things like this offensive, you may want to turn away for the next 15 seconds. Again, heads up, the next beef is graphic in nature.
Turn off his station.
Jimmers, I've got hashtag beef with all the talking heads already writing off Jimmy G. I have news for you. Win or lose, hurt or not, Jimmy G's ass is a radish patch. And I am a pig rooting around in it. Full and stop. Oh my gosh. Signed Abby in Jimmy Diego. Abby, too much. Too much for the show, Abby. Even for you. Alfa Romeo. My beef is with my wife. Our daughter is heading to college. Suddenly she wants to have a second child. We had our daughter very young, so that's not the problem. The problem is we missed our late teens and 20s raising her. I am now 35. I am ready to live the nice life. I think that I'm going to get snipped. Matt, interesting take. I feel you, dude. Rome, I have a beef with V in the fee. The dude is the next Josh in Detroit in terms of having so little game with so much confidence. The big difference is Josh was much more likable. John in Wichita. Hate to say it, but I'd forgotten about Josh in Detroit. That's a great reset. SA Sports Honk, Rome. I've got a beef with my wife. We recently had one of our dogs die. We had him cremated and placed in a nice decorative urn. Well, my wife can't find where she put it. Rest in peace, Fluffy, wherever you are. It's a lie, dude. Your wife did not lose the dog. Jimp in the box. My beef is with people who use the double do. I do this. I do that. One do gets it done, you morons. Do and poo is children's slang for their bowel movement. And you're driving me and anyone with even 1 ounce of intellect nuts. Enough. Jim in Tucson. Susie from Wisco responding to an earlier beef. Hey, Jim, I have a beef with eating string cheese anyway, besides in strings. It's in the name, so what's the problem? Hi, Jim. My beef is with the kid who called Russell Wilson a sack of potatoes. Now, every time I buy a sack of potatoes, I think of Russell Wilson. John in Salt Lake.
Person, it's like weird. He like a sack of potatoes.
There's no beef with that. That was an amazing line. My beef is with the Euro step. It's traveling, Rome. It's traveling. Hey, ref, next time dude goes goose stepping down the lane like Crazy Legs Hirsch, blow your whistle. Swing your arms in a little circle and call the travel. That's my favorite one so far. Ryan in Nashville. Let's get a phone call or two in here. Let's start with Nick in Philly. You made it in. Nick, what's your beef?
Well, my beef is that I'm always getting stuck behind the woman in the deli line at the supermarket who quarter pounds me to death. She's ordering scraps, and I got to wait 20 minutes to get my order in. And anybody complaining about Jeff from Richmond, I enjoy him talking through his tooth. There's nothing better.
My man, nice job, Nick. I got a beef with the woman in the deli section who quarter pounds me to death. Great job, Nick. That's how you make it better. Philly, 1-800-636-8686. Let's go to Kathleen. Kathleen in Omaha. Kathleen, what's your beef?
I am ashamed of Aaron's taste in bubblegum cupcake music. He is better off with Lizzie Hale. There is nothing bubblegum or cupcake about Hailstorm. Lizzie did a great duet with Johannes on Avatar's new song, Violence No Matter What. That song is a zillion times better than every song that Donkey Alligator Earthworm has.
Thank you, Methylene. She is upset that Aaron is a Swiftie. 1-800-636-8686. What the hell? Ryan in Sacktown. Ryan, what's your beef?
Hey, what's up, JR? My beef is with random senior announcements. Hey, grads, it's snail mail panhandling if I've never met you, or your half-tough sidewall staring mugshot with a cursive note on the back claiming we're third cousins comes in the mail. In Rome, half the time I fold and send a check to these wannabe Maury contestants. It's not cash until the second semester of freshman year when the Hey Mister funds run dry. Unwore Paul's dog begging for my hip bone out.
Ryan in Sacktown, like, for him, kind of aight? Kind of aight? Ryan, that's pretty much where you belong, dude. That's your lane. The beefs. That's where you made your name. And then you wrecked it by leaving that thinking you were more than that. But that's where you belong. That's where you do your best work. Stay in that lane.
Oh, Johnny boy.
Oh, Ryan boy.